get it going. So today started out pretty good, then it got shitty. Then it got better. So take some back road. So I started today with I was gonna have a local run, and then I was gonna do a short run. It's like 32 miles up to Fernandina, and then I'd run a load down to Gainesville. And so all those three loads, the Gainesville's a pump load, those three loads factored in with the weekend bonus that they give us, which is it's $100 a load that we pull. They're trying to get people to work on the weekends, as far as owner-operators. And I figure I work every other weekend. I'll work on Saturday. May as well make some extra money while I can, while that bonus is still being paid out. So anyway, with the bonus and those three loads factored in, I was set to make about $1,100, roughly. Now that $1,100, that's to me, that is net. That's after the company's cut, but before truck payment and, you know, any of my fixed costs, stuff like that. So if you want to call it net, that's what I call it. It's net to the truck, is after the company gets their cut. So I was set to make $1,100 after the company's cut. And I get to my first stop, which is a local load. I run that one, and then I get a text message from dispatch. Got railroad tracks. Hold on. Get a text message from dispatch saying they can't reach the other day shift driver that's supposed to be working today. And she's calling them, no answer. Well, come to find out, after a while, she gets a hold of them. Somebody else, one of the, I guess, the other dispatcher, I don't know. It's kind of a lack of communication on everybody's part. They told him he could have today off. I'm not sure why, but they did. So anyway, they gave him the day off, and they had loads on them. So anyway, my dispatcher, so they had loads on them, and so my dispatcher had to kind of scramble and get everything, you know, get stuff covered and whatnot. So she had to change my load, so she took away my $500 load, $600 with the weekend bonus. So take away my $600 load and gave me two of the other driver's loads, which were local runs. Essentially, like, cutting about $300 off my day. You know, kind of sucks. And I was upset at first. Then I started thinking, I'm like, okay, so she gave me two of his loads. So that technically would put me at the loads that I had to cover. They pay about $100 a piece, and then you add $100 for the, you know, per load for the weekend bonus. So I'm looking at $400. I'm like, okay, so I'm only out $200. So I said, okay. I texted her. I said, yeah, I'll do those other two loads. I said, let me get this load I'm doing now added on, because it pays me Pays me 160 bucks normally. Pays me 160, and then you add in the weekend bonus, I'm at 260. So I'm like, okay, I'll make my money back plus $60. And if I remember, like the math came out to where I'm making $1,200 a day instead of $1,100. So I make an extra $100. And so yeah, what started out as kind of shitty and loads getting taken away from me, a good paying load. It was 80 miles loaded. That one gets taken away from me, but then I got 3 locals. And with the weekend bonus, I actually end up making more money. So as I'm sitting there thinking about it, I'm like, okay, I'm not mad anymore. I'm gonna use less fuel, run less miles, use less fuel, and make $60 to $100 more today than I would have, or on these loads than I would have with the other loads I was set up with when I first came in. So I was like, yeah, I can't really complain about that. So that's what I'm doing now. Running over to do this load. I'll work. By the time I get off, I'll have about 13 hours in today. So 13 hours, $1,200. I ain't complaining. Point of this video that I'm trying to make is before you go and get upset, and before you just get pissed off about something with your day changing, just sit back and think about it first. Before you get upset, because the 2 loads that I got from that other driver, it's a customer I don't particularly like delivering to. It's an easy drop, however, it's dealing with their customers. If that makes sense. It's dealing with their customers that raises my blood pressure. but I don't know. It being Saturday, I kind of just sat back, said whatever happens, you know, cruise on down to the customer, deliver, and try not to, you know, people acting stupid, just try not to let it get to me. That's all. So that's what I did, and everything worked out pretty damn well.